The 90s. A time when dial-up internet was a novelty, the Macarena was a dance craze, and Blockbuster Video was the place to be on a Friday night. It was the golden age of movies and video games, and for two young dudes named Jose and Kyle, it was the beginning of a lifelong friendship. Welcome to the Blockbuster Dudes podcast, where nostalgia reigns supreme and the popcorn never runs out.
Hello, once again. We have El Duderino accompanied by
His dudeness back once again for you guys. Let's do this.
We are the Blockbuster Dudes. We're here. Yes, we are here. And we actually have a very special, short but special episode for you guys because, Kyle, this isn't just a regular episode. What is this?
This is one of those things, as a kid, I used to hate them when they would interrupt, cartoon time. But you know what? They're very important, very powerful sometimes, and this is no exception. So without further ado, this is that famous PSA, or
Public Service Announcement.
There we go.
Just like we used to get all the time at the end of G.I. Joe. And
got it.
Half the
So,
battle.
As you said. So,
yes.
Suspense knowing is half the battle. Hit us with some knowledge, sir. What is this PSA about?
This PSA is about the fact that, as you know, we referenced in our first episode that this is not our first run at YouTube and doing these kind of videos. We do it first as under Torchbearer TV as Let Your Geek Flag Fly, which we laid that flag to rest to do this instead because this was closer to our hearts, something a little meaningful. But we did actually have some pretty good footage and content that previously existed. So instead of trying to have everybody go and subscribe here, there, here, everywhere, no, you're already subscribed here. So we are going to bring the footage and content to you by consolidating them here using the playlist feature. So basically, a la Blockbuster style. See, we're not going to edit that out. We're going to leave that in there because this is real, people. No, in the vein of Blockbuster, we're going to do this playlist like we would do a Blockbuster by genre categories. So if it is horror, guess what? You're going to have a horror playlist, action playlist, drama playlist, suspense playlist, sci-fi, you name it, it's going to be there. Even the anime playlist, which, Kyle, anime, that used to, what did we used to call that back in the day in the 90s and 80s at Blockbuster before it was anime? It was another word that...
We're not going to go down that road. We're going to play it a little more politically correct, sir. And we're just going to keep calling it anime.
Anime, exactly. Okay,
right.
No, I can live with that because the other word was kind of offensive.
That do know and are curious, it was just a variation on the full terminology of Japanese animation shortened.
Correct.
We'll leave it there.
But we've evolved. Anime. There we go. Not to be confused with manga, as my friend here will always, point that out.
Hey, just do what I can to make sure we try to stay honest, man.
No, exactly. But I will say this: most of them anime and manga. Excuse me, I said manga. Will more than likely be led by who over here.
No, I think you can carry your own in there just as well, sir.
Just a little bit. It'll be
fine. Look, it'll be fine. It's not about who's leading what here. Whatever areas you have some lesser experience in, I will be more than happy to fill in, and I'm sure the same will be said in the areas that I'm, have my shortcomings in. You fill those gaps very nicely, sir.
Yes, now, and then we do. Like I said, we share half a frame.
I think between the two of us, we've got pretty much everything covered.
No, I would totally agree.
We know we can find someone who does.
Oh, true. In our group of friends who are pretty much all Blockbuster related, yes, we will find. So if we don't have the answers will present themselves. I'm sure. Trust me. We've already had in some of the comments from our previous videos. Some people that we know, some people we don't know, already offering. I got people giving us their store numbers from their local stores they worked at. Employee favorites, interacting in the comments. So we love getting those comments. Keep them up. Some of those will probably end up being conversations.
Very well can be.
But with that being said, one other little, it's not really is PSA-ish. We like doing this for you guys, and we're seeing positive comments. We're seeing the thumbs up. We're getting the interaction, and we're seeing a good amount of views, despite with relation to the amount of subscribers we have. And with that being said, we need you guys to do something for us, and it's a word that starts with an S. Kyle, what am I saying?
S. I got it. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Hey, hit that like button on the other side.
That's true. All of it. It all helps. It all helps. See, the goal is this. Not only do we want to sit and talk to you about things, but we want to actually be able to go on location and give you some of the most entertaining content that we can get, whether it's going to conventions, whether it's going to, former Blockbuster locations to see what they've become today. And ultimately, one thing we would love to do for the channel and for you guys is to bring it full circle and to do an expedition,
to
a
Blockbuster.
a quest, if you will,
to an actual live existing Blockbuster. There's
the
one
last.
left.
And that's right, in Colorado. And we would like to be able to bring it full circle and visit there. Is it not Colorado?
It's Bend, Oregon.
Oregon, Colorado, same difference. I don't know. Look. I was never good at geography. I just know it's not in Georgia. So no, for some reason I thought. Then what was the one in Colorado? What was the thing in Colorado about? A different topic. We're not going to worry about that. So Bend, Oregon. Point is, see, look, he'll be doing the driving. I'll be doing the camera operating, and I won't be doing navigating because he'll be doing the driving. But anyway, point is, help us out so we can keep bringing you this awesome content and resurrect some of the old good times and bring this nostalgia to one back for memory's sake, but also to let this generation know what it used to be like for us. We want to keep doing this, so help us keep doing this. Help me help you.
I don't think there's any better way of saying that. That's Tom
so
Cruise
with
approves.
No, this is true. This Tom Cruise totally approves. Don't sue us. Anyway, what I was going to say real fast is we're going to start this off by, like I said, we do have some content already shot, so we're going to be loading some of these playlists over the next few weeks. So you'll be getting notifications possibly a little faster than normal because of uploading some of these older videos. We're going to start with a very special one that was near and dear to my heart because it is in the horror section. And this is a horror icon, but not just in horror. He's an icon in pretty much almost all main genres out there.
He's definitely dabbled in all of the genres that I can think of. And you brought up horror, which is probably what he's most famous for, but dabbled in science fiction, fantasy, action, comedy. I mean, you name it, he's been there.
Oh yeah, he has been in a army platoon in Vietnam. He has served on a Klingon starship in Star Trek: The Next Generation, the TV series, and he's bashed heads in zombie movies. And voiced the voice of Zoom. Oh yeah, he's done everything. He's even been in the comic book realm in the aspect of voicing Zoom, the evil speedster from the CW Flash TV series that went up here about, I think, like 2 years ago. I'm talking about none other than the sweet to the sweet Candyman himself, Tony freaking Todd. Yeah. And Taylor, one of our other Blockbuster compatriots, Taylor was actually the cameraman for me at this time when I got to talk to him and interview him. This was Days of the Dead Atlanta 2015. He was really gracious enough to allow us to interview him. He despite the fact that he had people in line, he still let us interview him real fast. And fun guy, funny as hell. And like I said, he's really a nice guy, despite all the scary characters that he's serious and scary and just badass characters that he's brought to life. He's actually very down to earth, very nice. You could totally hang with him. So that's what we're going to start you off with. We're going to give a little sneak peek of what's going to come to the channel. So,
well, I can tell you right now, having seen this, I was not with you on this one, and it's something I definitely regret because I would have loved to have met him. And like El Deuterino just said, you are in for a treat.
A sweet to the sweet treat. So make it a blockbuster night.
Please be kind. Rewind.
Wow. What a difference.
You got sound? All right, guys, we got a special.
Hold on. Do we have sound? Do we have transmission? We got sound or what?
We got A-roll, not B-roll. A-roll.
Yeah, we got
B-roll.
New England roll.
New England roll.
Awesome. Roll Tide.
All right, guys, we got a special treat. We have Tony Todd here at Days of the Dead 2015. The Rock, Stargate, Star Trek, Night of the Living Dead, and of course, Candyman.
Sushi Girl.
Sushi Girl.
Soon to becoming Cold Descent, which is one of the baddest supernatural westerns I've ever worked on.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've got to ask this: of all the characters you brought to life, which has been your most memorable, your most favorite?
Well, I mean, they're all like children, so it's like picking a favorite. But I gotta say that doing Platoon was an honor. It was my first film, and every single Vietnam vet that I've ever met said that it was the most lifelike to their experience. Obviously, myself and Oliver Stone and the rest of a great cast did what they had to do.
That's awesome.
So.
And a final question, what's on the horizon for Tony Todd?
I'm working on a one-man show right now called Ghost in the House, which is about Jack Johnson, the first African-American boxer in this country. It takes place he died in a car crash in Raleigh, North Carolina. It takes place last 90 minutes of his life. Wow. It's brilliant. We're going to be touring colleges and hopefully ending up in New York.
Awesome.
So I'm investing a lot of time in that.
We look forward to that. Thank you so much for your time.
Follow me on Twitter at Tony Todd at TonyTodd54.
Awesome. We'll do. Follow him.
Guys.